Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is a VK4502 Ausf A. It's a Tier 8 German heavy tank. It's located on the northeast corner of Glacier, and this one is under the command of 73north of the WTWW clan. Game on. Well, there's 3 different guns you can actually have for this tank. 2 of them are 88mm and the third is a 105. And we can see here that he's got one of the 88mm guns. He's got, or is it? No, it's actually the 105mm gun. What am I saying? Yes, that is the 105mm, because he's got 320 Alpha. And there you go, again. With the standard rounds, it's 200mm per pen, and with the premium rounds, that goes up to 244. Now basically this was a failed design by Porsche to actually make a 45-ton tank. The design came out in 1942 and Porsche actually designed 2 versions, one with the turret at the front, one with the turret at the back, and you may notice the turret itself looks very similar to the Tiger II's turret. Yes, exactly. In fact, the design was supposedly first put on the Tiger II, the turret, but the hull failed. And why did the hull fail? Well, Porsche's engine designs weren't up to scratch. In fact, the people, the Waffenant, who actually, or Waffenproof, who actually were approving of the various designs, were very thankful that they did not actually give Porsche the Tiger 1 project, because yes, that design was how should we say it, well, it wasn't as reliable. Although the hulls ended up being Ferdinand's in the end, the fact of the matter is that they went with the fully mechanical design by Henschel rather than doing the Porsche design, which actually improved or meant a pneumatic engine, or indeed electromechanical in the case of the Tiger 1. So it's got a top speed of 38 kilometers an hour, minus 16 on reverse. It's a little more maneuverable than the Tiger 2. As you can see here, it's actually quite good at getting shots on the enemy and blocking shots coming back. The 10.5 centimeter gun is the L52, so 52 calibers in length, and he's got help now from a 56 CP. He's trying to position himself in such a way that he can actually support that mouse, and it looks like the enemy Arty's decided to hit this area mainly because there's so many tanks together at the same time. Now they're all competing to try and get those shots on the enemy. 56 CPs decided to go outbound to try and get shots, and there's a kill. He's got the Progetto 66 with that shot, and I think they'll start moving up on that wreck. Either that or he'll pop round the side and try and intercept from there. I think the mouse is going to stay. He's going to go round the back. First kill the first tank he sees, the IS-3. There you are. Yep, got the kill, and now he just needs to take out this 60 TP. It's a little more difficult to take out the 60 TP because he's got a very, very big gun. Oh, we got one in. Yeah, we don't really want to get shot in return, but we haven't lost any hit points yet. I like his strategic view there. Kills the 60 TP. He's out the way. He was taken out by the 56 TP on our team. Okay, so now they're motoring again. Okay, there's a CS63 over there, which is the Polish tank, but we're not going to deal with that for the moment. But there is a T-44-100. We can deal with him. Oh, that hit the armor, but it didn't actually do any damage. We spotted the GW Tiger P in the distance. He's probably going to side scrape off this rock now and take this T-44 out. Yes, he's easily punching through the armor on that T-44. No problem. Oh, didn't get that one in. Standard reload is 8.58 seconds, if I remember correctly. and he's got a reload time of 6.84. 8.53 seconds is foot reload. Okay, we're now spotting enemy tanks in their rear. He's pushing on, making it very difficult for the enemy because he's so aggressive. And you notice he's the lead tank out of a whole wave of his teammates behind him. He's the one who's pathfinding and locating the enemy. And he's now going to go after this XM66F, who goes down. The AMBT behind him actually takes him out. Now there's a T30 just over the rise. Thank you very much. Put one in. He did take a round from the Nomad. He's got to deal with that guy, but I think he wants to take the T30 first. Instead, he actually goes for the G-Saw, gets that kill. Now, T30 is bound to be loaded and ready for this, but he does get the kill. Nicely done. Now, Nomad. Oh, no, he's going for the Object 140 instead, who's ahead of him. Just quick flick, look round for the Nomad. His teammates aren't dealing with the Nomad. They should be. He's lost half his hit points now. He can't get shots on the Skoda at the moment. That's where more of the threat's coming from. The T-28's going after the Nomad whilst he's trying to take out this Skoda. You notice how his teammates are sitting back waiting for him to die. Okay, now one of his teammates, the AMBT, is actually being more aggressive. He wants the Nomad as the kill. And we're looking in that general direction. Okay, we're going to go after the Object 140 and the Skoda. And it's going to be the 140 I think we get to see first. Skoda's going around that ring road, but of course there's rocks in the way. So we need to find this 140 first and kill him. He'll be round the corner up there. As I said, they actually did have the 88mm gun, and it was the KWK-43, the L71 version. So that's the KWK-43 is the a similar version, but although it's the PAK-43 is the 88mm gun that was actually fitted into the Ferdinand, I believe. At least I think so. I'll have to check that later. The KWK obviously means it's the tank gun that went into the Porsche tank, the 4502. 4502 means 45-ton tank by design, and 2 means second design. Lovely kill on the Skoda, one shot, and that is just the Object 140, and we don't know where he is. Oh, we do now. He's just been killed. Here's the end of battle stats, and that was the first ace tanker for 73north in the VK4502A. You can tell it's his first one because he's got the scrolls underneath, and you only get that the first time. He also got a shell proof for blocking more damage exceeding the hit points of his own vehicle, as well as a spotter badge for spotting at least 1,000 hit points of damage, fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills. He ended up with 5 actually, 1 short of getting a top gun and 1/3 of the enemy team. And he also got a sharpshooter for getting 10 or more consecutive shots on the enemy, as well as a fire for effect for doing more damage than the hit points of his own vehicle. His win rate from that game was 8,614, which is super income standard. So let's have a look at his team score and see where he was. Well, actually, he got the highest damage in that game, 3,611. The next highest scorer was the Skoda, who got 3,359. And the third highest, that turned out to be the Progetto 66 on the enemy team, 2,752. When it came to kills, yep, he got that one. So 5 kills for 73north. 3 kills went to the Skoda T56 on his team. 2 kills went to the AMBT. Only 4 players on the enemy team managed to get kills, and all of them only got 1 apiece. And when it came to base XP, he's got that one too. In fact, he's the only player to get over 1,000 base in the game. He dominated it. He was the lead tank. He was basically leading the charge into battle and everyone else was following him like a wave afterwards. He got 1,572. The next highest scorer being the Skoda T56 got 917, and the AMB team managed 903. He fired only 20 rounds in that game, but he got 18 direct hits and 14 penetrations. 3,611 hit points, of which 596 were at more than 300 meters. 8 hits received, but only 2 of those penetrated. 6 non-penetrations, and 1 hit by way of splash from an enemy Arty. 2,220 hit points of damage blocked by armor. 4 enemy vehicles were spotted, 7 enemy vehicles were damaged, 5 were killed, 1,590 hit points of spotting assist in that one. On a free-to-play account, he actually made a loss of 72,785 credits. But that's mostly down to the fact that he was using the premium rounds, the APCR. In fact, he'd actually relocated the APCR onto his number 1 button and put the standard armor piercing on the 2 button. I know some people do that, and they think, oh, well, yes, I'm going to keep my primary ammo, the one I'm going to use in this game, up front, and that's the one I'm going to use to default to. But the fact of the matter is, it's probably easier just to keep the AP where the AP is, as long as your memory obviously works on the basis that 2 is always going to be the premium rounds that you'll go straight to if you are actually trying to mark it. And I believe he is actually trying to mark this one. He got 3,144 experience points out of this one as well. The base being 1,572. So, very good for his first ace tanker. He basically, as I said, he was leading the charge. He was showing the other people the way, and they were letting him get the damage. I must admit, though, I expect that they thought that Nomad was just going to wipe him out when he kept popping his head up to take out the enemy tanks that were on the plateau. Instead, actually, the Nomad was too busy, too worried about what might happen to him, so he didn't stick his head out again. He actually went back into cover, and that allowed 73north to get that kill on the T30 very easily. And then, of course, he just went after the Object 140. I think that's what he was initially after, but it turned out to be the Skoda that came around the corner, and the 140 got caught elsewhere. Hope you enjoyed that replay. If you did, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.